John Gotti, life in prison, no chance of parole. We've seen arrests and prosecutions in Florida and elsewhere of top mob figures.
What are you doing? Put that back. Oh, fine.
Into the first round. Mosley, not yet. Working to establish.
What's the situation on the ground today, right now, in the mob?
Confusion, instability, vacuum at the top.
What caused the decline?
Your sister's ass.
An aggressive government policy over 2 decades to behead the crime families.
But wasn't it, at least in part, a disregard within the mob itself of the rules that served the old dons so well? Vincent Rizzo.
Yes.
Former soldier in the Genovese family, government witness turned best-selling author. Do you agree with U.S. Attorney Braun?
The party's over.
He is a wise guy. Please elaborate.
Well, it's not like it was.
Cloning.
Mexicans are huge in that.
Fascinating, gotta admit it.
Because they work as parking valets.
I mean, now, do I mean that organized crime is just going to pack its bags voluntarily and go the way of the dodo bird?
Vincent, they're not going away. The dodo bird, the heads.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Mexicans.
Well, what about them?
Cell phones.
I'm not talking about cloning cell phones. Jesus, I'm talking about fucking sheep. Science.
But you know, the heyday, you know, the golden age, or whatever of the mob, that's gone. And that's never coming back. And they have only themselves to blame.
Ah, fanabla.
What happened?
They paid this caqueron by the word.
I think it's drug trafficking.
Oh.
And I think that ruined everything. You're looking at a mandatory 35 to life in prison. The guys started to rat on each other just so they could avoid prosecution.
So the code of silence or the omerta or whatever you want to call it just went by the boards.
You're always going to have organized crime. Always. As long as the human being has certain appetites for gambling, pornography, or whatever, someone's always going to surface to serve these needs. Always.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Well, I hope they'll be all right.
Who?
The guys.
Well, what about me?
You'll be all right. They didn't even mention your name on television. Fucking amazing, though, huh? You know what? That news guy, he said the words Brendan Fallone. I'm telling you, the hairs on the back of my neck. He fucking stood up. I mean, I knew the guy.
They made him look like John fucking Gotti. I brought him around here. Tony wouldn't have never known him if it wasn't for me.
Huh. I had no idea.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but I gotta know. Did you ever meet John Gotti?
Yeah. I knew John.
Whoa, fuck. What was he really like?
Remember Bungalow Bar?
The ice cream trucks?
Like good humor. Except the trucks, they had their bungalow roofs on,
Was Gotti a silent partner in all that thing?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Just know that when the company folded and they were auctioning off the last Bungalow Bar truck, one with the peaked roofs, you're right, Coos.
Goose.
Well, they were auctioning off the last Bungalow Bar truck, and I wanted it as a souvenir. Gotti outbid me. Gave me a ride home. You know, he rang that bell the whole way home.
Looking out at this audience of proud, strong, beautiful women, how far we have come in this American journey. Look how we've both preserved the tradition of our ancestors and managed to become new Italian American women. Such flair we have added to our image. And yet America still sees us as pizza makers and Mama Leones. Well, it is your job, ladies, to spread the word. Our grandmothers may have been dressed in black, but wear in Moschino and Armani. For For those who say Italian Americans eat smelly cheese and sip cold wine, tell them we're from the land of aromatic Asiago and supple Barolo. If they say spaghetti and meatballs, you tell them orchetta with broccoli rabe. If they say John Gotti, you tell them Rudolph Giuliani. A Princeton study showed that 74% of Americans associated Italian Americans with organized crime. Why would they do this? Because of the way the media depict us. Again, it is our job to make sure people know.
Sister, she attacked some woman at her stepkid's soccer game.
You've mentioned her temper before.
She got charged with aggravated assault and resisting arrest.
Excellent. Let's talk about that.
What?
Rage.
Why?
Depression is rage turned inward. Tell me about the soprano temper.
Well, the thing is, it's bad for business. Clouds your judgment. Like John, he always had a terrible temper.
John.
Gotti. And in the end, I think it hurt him. See, we forget that in the old days, the ones that came over that started this thing, they didn't get mad. They just smiled and nodded and made sure you got it later. That's the whole beautiful point. You know what they say? Revenge is like serving cold cuts.
And I think it's revenge is a dish best served cold.
So what I say,